Good morning, students. We'll start the same chapter, the rat trap, from the line that you see. But before that, I'm going to recapitulate. Students, you must be ready with the other book, that is Vistas. After one more class, I'll start the chapter from that book. So, as you know, in this chapter, the father and daughter had been to the father had been to the iron mill where he met the rat trap seller. He mistook him as his old regimental friend, invited him, but the rat trap seller denied first. The father sent his daughter to convince the rat trap seller. Edla Wilmanson, means the daughter, convinced the rat trap seller. The rat trap seller came to their house, but when he reached there, he was well groomed, made neat and clean. The father could recognize that he was not the man he was thinking, means Iron Master was thinking. So he threatened to inform the police, but rat trap seller said that if he did so, one day he himself would be in trouble. However, the Iron Master accepted it and didn't inform the police. He asked the rat trap seller to leave that place immediately. But the daughter interfered. The daughter said that this rat trap seller was a poor fellow. He had nobody in this world. So he should stay there, at least on the eve of Christmas, with them, because they had invited him and they should not drive him in such a manner. Father agreed to this, and the rat trap seller stayed there. The whole time he slept, he used to sleep. Whenever he was woken up, he took his meal, again went to sleep. This way, he got his Christmas meal. After the Christmas meal, the daughter said that her father wants, means Iron Master wants, that the suit which had been given to the rat trap seller, he should not leave the suit with them, rather he should take that as a Christmas present. The rat trap seller also did not say anything, means agreed. Next morning, father and daughter, they woke up in good time and went to the church for Christmas service. But the rat trap seller was sleeping there at their home, so they did not wish to wake him up. Means the rat trap seller was at their home, but the father and the daughter went to the church. Then let us start after that line. Just you see on the screen. When at about 10 o'clock they drove back from the church, father and daughter came back from the church. The young girl sat and hung her head even more dejectedly, more unhappily than usual. Means the girl was very unhappy while returning. Why? At church she had learned that one of the old crafters of the ironworks had been robbed by a man who went around selling rat traps. Means in the church somebody had told the daughter that one of the crafters had been robbed by a rat trap seller. So the picture was clear. The girl came to know that who the man was. That's why she was unhappy. Yes, that was a fine fellow you let into the house, the father said in a way of ridiculing that she had left a fine fellow in the house. So up to this line, just you see the mark there, I have completed. Okay. Means the father wanted to say that the daughter had left that rat trap seller, a thief, in their own house. I only wonder how many silver spoons are left in the cupboard by this time, the father said. How many silver spoons? Means that thief, that rat trap seller, must have taken all the silver spoons. The wagon had already stopped at the front steps when the ironmaster asked the valet servant whether the stranger was still there. He asked about the rat trap seller. He added that he had heard at Christmas that the man was a thief. He said that the man was a thief. They had come to know that the man who had been left in their house was a thief. The valet answered that the fellow had gone and that he had not taken anything with him at all. But the valet answered that the fellow had left that place, but he had not taken anything with them. Okay? On the contrary, he had left behind a little packet, which Miss Wilmanson was to be kind enough to accept as a Christmas present. Means the rat trap seller had left a packet for the daughter as a Christmas present. Who said this? The servant said this to the ironmaster. Now let us come to the next. So please see the blue line there. From there we should start now. The young girl opened the package. Means the young girl means here that girl, Edla Wilmanson, the daughter, opened the package which was so badly done up, badly prepared, that the contents came into view at once. Whatever was there inside came into view immediately. She gave a little cry of joy. Seeing that, she cried joyfully. She found a small rat trap, and in it lay 3 wrinkled 10-kroner notes. That 30 means notes, 30 rupees he had stolen, that was there. But that was not all. That was not the only gift. In the rat trap lay also a letter written in large, jagged, means illegible characters. But means in the packet there was a letter written in large, illegible, which cannot be read in such characters. So now you see the top. Again the next page we are studying. So top you see. Honored and noble miss. It was written there. Honored and noble miss. Since you have been so nice to me all day long. Since the daughter had been nice to him, the rat trap seller, all the time, all day long. As if I was a captain, means she behaved him as if he were a captain, because they had mistaken that he was a captain. That's why they had invited. So he says that as the girl or the daughter behaved as if he were a captain, I want to be nice to you. That's why he wanted to be nice to the girl also. In return, as if I was a real captain, as if he was a real captain, for I don't want you to be embarrassed, troubled at this Christmas season by a thief. He had understood that he was a thief, and he had said there that as he was treated just like a captain, so he should not behave just like a thief to embarrass the girl. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside. The 30 kroner he had left, he had requested to return the money to the crofter from whom he had stolen. Who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bet? means the crofter who had kept hanging the money pouch as a bait for poor wanderers. The rat trap seller had written that the girl, she should return the money to the crofter who had kept hanging the money to trap the poor rat traps, means poor wanderers, poor rats, means poor wanderers here. Those who would be attracted to take the money and would be caught in the trap of this world. So the girl should return the money to that crofter who had kept hanging the money as a bait. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap if he had not been raised to captain. Means he had written that, thinking himself, means considering that he was a rat earlier. As you know, he had already said, this whole world is just like a rat trap and all the human beings are just like rats. They get trapped because they are attracted towards food, cloth, house, all these good things. But he said that he had been caught by the trap of this world if he had not been raised to the position of a captain. If the girl had not behaved him just like a captain. Because in that way he got power to clear himself. That way he cleared himself. And at last he had signed this way, written with friendship and high regard, Captain Von Stale. Means he had signed as Captain Von Stale. So children, this is the end of the chapter. Any line you cannot understand, please replay, try to read and understand. Go on writing the question answers, it is a must. As you know, 20 marks. Assignment is there. Speaking, listening, all these. So there also, I'll see the copies. So please keep your notebooks ready all the time. At least the book question answers which I discuss, you should write them in good handwriting in your CW copy. So let us start discussing the question answers of this chapter.